Rampage hurt his hand. He's not going to fight again until after the after the beginning of the year.
Dana, can I ask your thoughts on the state of Bodog and Elite XC and how you feel they stack up? Is there
They suck.
these organizations?
Tell us how you really feel.
I'll be honest. I think that I'm not impressed with any of them. But I'll tell you what, the last Pro Elite show looked better than the other ones they had done. The production was better. I actually saw the end of it. I saw the Robbie Lawler fight. But again, you're talking about a lower level, lower tier. Robbie Lawler, I like Robbie Lawler. I'm the one that brought him into the UFC. And he's not in the UFC because he lost 3 in a row. Ninja wasn't even ranked. And he has a title in Pro Elite XC. You're talking about lower level. I mean, if you picked all those shows and, to be a number 2 to us, they're so far number 2, it's not even funny. And I'm just being honest now, I'm not being a wise ass.
So you don't look at them as competition?
No. Competition? No. Not at all. I think that they're necessary. We need those shows because, these fighters are getting paid, fighters are fighting and getting experience, and guys are going to come up through there and fight in the UFC someday.
So you look at them as development league?
Huh?
You look at them more as development league?
Yeah, they're like the AAA. Yeah.
Scott, looking back on the fight, I mean, is there something that you think that you did wrong or something in training that you would do differently, or have you evaluated what happened?
No, I mean, I actually planned on taking a couple shots out there and I never did. That's probably the only thing I didn't do that I thought that I should have. But other than that, I trained hard and got ready and was out there. So just didn't perform, kept it too close. Nothing. That's the judges.
Did his kicks take any of your wind away, Chuck? It seemed like you had a pretty good welt on your left side of your rib cage.
It'd be hard. I didn't really take my wind away and all. At least I take body shots pretty well, actually. But the kicks hard though.
Was his style frustrating to you? There seemed to be a couple times where he has kind of that herky-jerky thing, and that kind of, for a while, you were having trouble picking your shots there. Was that frustrating for you?
I was just missing some shots, and but I just wasn't able to land enough shots, I guess. So.
Dana, Machida remained undefeated tonight, but he didn't get an interview afterwards, and he isn't here right now. Can you talk about Machida?
We were running tight on time. That's why we didn't interview him. We were running tight on time, and both those guys need translators. So we had to make a decision not to do the interview, and then the fight finished right when we had to get off pay-per-view. So that was why we didn't do it. But what are you asking me about?
Is it frustration on the part of Machida specifically and fighters in general that don't have exciting fights?
Yeah, the thing that's frustrating about Machida, he's incredibly talented. I mean, this guy is such a talented fighter. He just hasn't really opened up and let him go yet, But I can tell you, he's undefeated. He's a very good fighter. He's an incredible athlete, and he's one of the guys in that mix at 205.
Forrest, you mentioned in your interview with Rogan afterwards that you have all love for shootbox, but you said that they were giving you hard looks or whatever. What was that about?
Oh, just walking around. They're just kind of mad dogging me. I guess it's a fight thing, I guess. No worries. It might be a little language barrier, too.
Status of Fedor.
I knew that one was going to come from that. I think that Fedor right now is, the word is he wants to fight in this Sambo event that I won't let him fight in if he's with us. And I think he's gonna wait until he fights in this thing in October and November, and probably come to a deal with him at the end of this year, beginning of next year.
So is it more positive each time you guys?
No, I'm very positive that we're gonna end up with him. Where's he? I mean, seriously, it would be crazy for him to fight anywhere else other than the UFC. Huh?
Mark Cuban says he's in the mix.
Everybody's jumping out of the woodwork. I like Mark Cuban. He's a good guy. He's always been, respectful with me. He's a good guy, but he's going to lose a lot of money. I don't care how much money you have. Nobody likes losing money.
In light of what you said at the start about pride and all that, does that affect what you do with Fedor then? Because he's a prize fighter?
Yeah, I mean, what we want to do is we want to know who's the best heavyweight in the world. So if we sign Fedor comes right in and fights Randy Couture for the title.
What's the status with Andre Arlovski?
What's the status of him? What do you mean? Who's he going to fight next?
Yeah, he hasn't fought in quite
Yeah, I
some
don't
time.
know. I mean, yeah, we're trying to work out a fight for Andre right now. Yeah, probably fight in the next couple months.
How about Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar. I'm interested in Brock Lesnar. Huh?
How is
Very. He'll be with me too. Yeah.
But not a done deal today.
Huh?
Not a done deal today.
No. No announcements for me this week.
Dana, if
I don't know. That's up to Cro-Cop. I seriously haven't even talked to Cro-Cop. I've tried to get a hold of him a couple times, and he's in no mood to talk right now.
Dana, if Sherrick's title, if his appeal is not won and he's stripped of the title, will Joe fight BJ Penn for the title?
Probably. It makes sense. Joe Stevenson and BJ Penn makes sense.
Is that planned for November?
Huh?
Is that possibly going to happen in November?
BJ? Yeah. You know what? If we were going to do that in November, these guys would already have to be training right now, and they're not. Because, you know, we got to respect the champ. Told you Sean Sherrick's a good man. He's an honest guy, and I trust him, and we'll see what happens with him. We're not going to make a move until, you know, something's done with that.
Hey, Diego, you had a 19-fight winning streak and you lost 2 in a row. What's going through your mind mentally? Are you frustrated or what's?
You know, actually, I'm taking it pretty well. I just know that I gotta go work harder, and you know, like I said, there's things I gotta do. I gotta get stronger. I just gotta go back to work and come back stronger.
And you might go down, or what's the status on that dropping down?
You know, I gotta really think about it. You know, it's something I gotta really give some serious thought because you know, it's just a real question that I ask myself sometimes, and you know, it's either put on some weight and do some powerlifting or something like that, or drop a little weight and go down. You know, so I'm gonna give it some thought. I like fighting the guys at 170. You know, I'm not afraid of any of the guys. It's not like I would want to drop down like that. The 155 pounders are just as dangerous as the 170 pounders. So you know, it's just something that I have to think about. I want to fight BJ Penn. So you know.
You've recently changed your camps, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us how the new camp fits in here?
The new camp's great, man. I'm loving San Diego. Saulo Heverio is my jiu-jitsu coach, and you know, I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn, and there's a lot of things, and got to get organized, a little more organized, and just go back to work. That's basically all I've got to say about it.
Yeah, it was definitely bigger.
Yes, true.
A couple more questions?
Of course, right at the end, so you look up, you check the time or position of the fighter.
Yeah, I'm pretty lazy. I was like, oh, 27 seconds, all right, I'll just go balls out. You see that? Do you notice as the round I look more and more often? Like I looked up and only 6 seconds had gone by. I'm like, wow, I must be tired. Yeah, I should probably watch the guy I'm fighting and not watch his picture on TV. It's like a bizarre form of shadowboxing, and I do it every fight.
Last question. Anyone?
Coming back to Anaheim? We'll be back. You know what? I love Anaheim. This venue treats us better than any other venue in the country. They really do. This place is awesome. We love it here. The fans are great here. Anaheim's our home. We're in California, we're in Anaheim, and we're up north.
What about LA?
Anaheim's our home. We'll be down in Anaheim. We love it here. The people feel us great. Thank you guys so much for the support. We appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thank you.